Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
With the first-year player draft behind us, here's what happened on the diamond yesterday. Starting out west in the American League, the A's amassed 14 hits in the game as they nabbed the extra innings win over the Mariners 10-5. Chris Sale won his fourth game thus far as the Red Sox grabbed the win over Houston 5-4. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. German Marquez was victorious for the fifth time this season as the Rockies took care of the Rangers 4-2. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. The New York Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 2-0. The Miami Marlins smacked 15 team hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-7. John Means earned the win, his fourth this season, leading the Orioles to the win over the Twins 2-1. The Cleveland Indians stopped their 6-game losing streak as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 2-1. The Atlanta Braves knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 8-4. The Padres combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-1. The Philadelphia Phillies put together 10 total hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-5. David Peralta smacked a home run and drove in 3, leading the Diamondbacks past the Mets 5-4. The Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 1-0. That'll do it for today. Enjoy the games and congrats to all the new draftees. We'll see you tomorrow.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, Marcus Walden grabbed his fourth victory out of the pen as the Red Sox grabbed the win over Houston 4-2. Sam Haggerty was just a home run short of the cycle as the Mariners pushed past the Angels 9-6. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Colorado Rockies brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 1-0. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The Rays combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 6-1. The Chicago White Sox launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Tigers 4-3. Whit Merrifield had a total of 3 RBIs on the day, helping the Royals push past the Twins 4-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. Luis Garcia had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate, helping the Nats down the Braves 10-5. The Brewers picked up 14 hits in total as they were winners in extras against the Diamondbacks 10-9. The Pittsburgh Pirates knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 3-2. The Cincinnati Reds sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-5. Jose Martinez collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits as the Mets were winners against the Padres 10-1. Kyle Hendricks grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the Cubs took care of the Giants 4-3. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
Hey. Whoa. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all fake ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these and this is money, but never mind. That could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth, just to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. The that I say when I'm done, you know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting. Telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grand. I sin.
Well, no rain as of yet, but threatening skies as the lights take effect at Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Colorado Rockies. The Rockies look for their 7th straight victory next. Austin Gomber, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
So here is Elvis Andrus, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Here it comes now to Andrus. Hit high and deep out to left. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Well, a lot of managers like their leadoff man to take a few pitches to start the game off, give the other guys in the lineup a chance to see what the pitcher has to offer. But if he got that instruction, he ignored it. He rips the first pitch of the game off the wall for an easy double.
In now, Tony Kemp. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
The 2-1 home.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Set to deal on 2-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Tapia. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. First pitch of the AB on its way. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Oakland is on top in this one, 1-0. Jesus Luzardo gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
Now to the plate, Raimel Tapia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Raimel Tapia.
And the pitch. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. Runs up and gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Up next, Charlie Blackmon looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And right into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. It remains 1-0. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. Back on Wednesday, it was a 1-for-5 performance for him. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Changeup called strike 1.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
And there's ball 1. Skied down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
And it's fouled away. 3-2 to the A's center fielder.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
So now it's Mark Canha. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Canha stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stephen Piscotty is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. The 1-0.
Hey. 1-1.
2 out, nobody on. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Yeah.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
2-2.
swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Squad hustle like a relay, run it back like a replay. No time for that.
So now here is Trevor Story in his career against this pitcher. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1.
Trevor Story.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. 3-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, C.J. Crone.
Next, it'll be C.J. Crone. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, ball 1.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
2 balls and a strike to C.J. Crone. And the pitch on 2-1. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that tape.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Next, it'll be Colton Welker, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. And that one's taken outside for a ball. They walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by. But on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Now it'll be Ian Desmond. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the AB now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes.
Oh, and he misses it.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Jose Rockies.
Into the box, Jose Brusino. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. One and 0. Here it is. Welker on second. Desmond at first. 2 out in the inning. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get the head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They're down 1-0. In at the plate is Sean Murphy. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering. And he swings right over the top of this one. 0-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of them.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Stepping in now, Jesus Luzardo. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Oh, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Up next for Oakland.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
One out, nobody on. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
So now to the plate, Tony Kemp, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Still 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Full count now. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Runner at first with 2 gone, and that means Matt Chapman will dig in at the plate. From the stretch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Kemp, the runner at first with 2 gone. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 2-0 Oakland.
The Rockies are due to hit in the 3rd, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First delivery to him. Austin Gumber is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. In there, a base hit.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interviews.
At the plate, Raimel Tapia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0.
2-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
That finds the zone, a called strike. Nobody out, runner on first. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kenna will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So one away now in the Colorado third, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch, and that swung on and missed for strike one. Runners on first with one down. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Into the box, Charlie Blackmon grounded out in his last at-bat. First offering. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
The 3-2 one more time. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. One left for Colorado. They're down 2-0.
There's a strange wind blowing.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson as we begin the top of the fourth.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
Nope, upstairs.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Launch to right field and deep. Blackmon going back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the inning. Time now for the Rockies Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 players making some noise in the upper minors. Standing in now, Ramon Laureano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0.
Yeah.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Up high, 2-1 now. Grounded to first, scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Now at the plate, Mark Canha.
Mark Canha.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one got a piece of him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. From the belt, kicks and deals. A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Sean Murphy stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. A swing and a high pop-up. Story has a play, and that's the 3rd out. A's strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, Trevor Story.
Trevor.
First pitch on its way. Story swings, and this ball is hammered to deep left field. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story, number 13 for him on the year, and the Rockies have made this a 2-1 ball game. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Here's C.J. Cron now.
The first baseman.
He'll swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. Struck out in his first at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 home.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Colton Welker. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Laureano calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting.
2 down, no one on base. And the next to dig in will be the outfielder Ian Desmond. Now here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But the Rocks draw a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. We're through 4. It's the A's 2 and the Rockies 1. Now into the box, Jesus Luzardo. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
44, Jesus Luzardo.
First pitch of the AB on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Desmond's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt an effort his teammates are appreciative of. Here's Elvis Andrus now. And he puts it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Ready now is Tony Kemp. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's off the way.
The 1-0 delivery. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. Over to first, and that retires the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead this one 2-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping up is Jose Brusino. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit down the line at first. A quick out number 1. So here now is the pitcher, Austin Gomber, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Raimel Tapia, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now. Two and 1 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're down 2-1. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
First delivery to him. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Stepping in now, Matt Olson. Fouled away. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out. Now at the plate, here is Ramon Laureano. He grounded out last time up. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shoots this one over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They still lead it 2-1. And now here is Garrett Hampson. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Number 1.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Fouled off.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Two and 2. 2-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division.
Blackman.
Here's Charlie Blackman now. He went down on strikes last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
The shortstop.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
This one's down to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. In there, now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Rockies strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Robert Stevenson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29, Robert Stevenson.
Now to bat, Mark Canha comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Mark Canha.
Here's the first pitch. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
And it's quickly 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball well outside. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Sean Murphy will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First delivery to him. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. And he'll just watch the splitter here. 2-1.
1 strike.
And he lays off again. Ball 3. The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch freezes him. A strikeout looking. 1-2-3 go the A's. And they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Colton Welker. Now here's the first offering. There's a fastball on the inner 3rd taken for a strike. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. And oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Weak grounder down the line at 3rd. Throw on to 1st, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. Digging in will be Ian Desmond, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the AB now. A high fastball is in there.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Here now the 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball. To the plate now, Jose Brusino.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Our score remains 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Yency Almonte will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Chris Owings will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Austin Allen is at the plate as he watches ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
2-1.
Almonte is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Elvis Andrus. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the right field line. After it is Blackman, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
At the plate now, Tony Kemp, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offense,
in the dirt and blocked behind the plate, and he will make it back to third safely as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. 1-2. Here it comes. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Way gone out to the tree farm. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Tyler Kinley is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 40, Tyler Kinley. Up next for Oakland, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
So now to the plate, Matt Olson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A little over-anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one, because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Ramon Laureano is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. After it is Blackman, and no one will track it down. The 1-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Mark Canha would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the A's put up a 3-spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the A's 5 and the Rockies 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Number 36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Here's Chris Owings now. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 4 for 14.
Red Owings.
First pitch of the AB on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Petit has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Here comes the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Rival Tapia.
Standing in now, Raimel Tapia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. Here's the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate, Garrett Hampson, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Owings, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now a throw over, back in standing. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Charlie.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Sergio Romo takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. Head-to-head numbers against Sergio Romo. Batting .500, 4 for 8. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Lined but speared on a hop. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado. They're down 5-1.
Leading off for Oakland, the left fielder, Mark Canha.
He's set and the pitch. Mark Canha is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike 1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. There's Owings to make the play, and that's the first down.
Now batting.
So next to bat will be Stephen Piscotty. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike. Ball, that's low.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Popped him up. Brasino moving to his left. 2 gone. Stepping in next, Sean Murphy. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
One and one.
1-1.
Here's the pitch. 1-2 now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Seth Brown will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Brown.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone up into the second deck. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Third home run for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I don't know if you constitute that as a great piece of hitting. Certainly love the result. I have no idea how he takes a slider, potentially outside and off the plate, and pulls it for a homer.
Now batting, the shortstop, Elvis.
Into the box now, Elvis Andrus, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. In the air, out to right. Blackman is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's the A's 7 and the Rockies 1. Lou Trevino, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
For Oakland, number 62, Lou Trevino.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First offering. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, I know they say this is not the place you want to work up in the zone for fear of home runs going out of Coors Field. But I'll tell you what, maybe he's enticing some more swing and miss up there. Maybe going to work a little bit more north and south today.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
The first baseman,
and stepping 25. In, C.J. Cron flew out last time up. Now the first pitch.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. In now, Colton Welker, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. No hits to this point. The 0-1.
Nope.
And that misses 1-1.
1-1.
From the stretch. Possibly a double play ball now for Andrus. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. The A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jesus Luzardo wins his third of the season. Austin Gomber pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 9 hits. 1 error, they left 3 men on base. For the Rockies, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Man, on first, on second, on third. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Out of 1 yard, that ball gone. The alien beat it up. Man, contract, they want me back.